That'll be a short video too.
Alrighty, I like the pan over. Oh, okay, so I like this.
Are those clothes? That's clothes.
Yeah, I like. Are we shopping? I feel like it's like we're shopping. Okay, picking up stuff, knocking over cubes, packages. I too used to do this when I was little. Hide in shopping racks. That was my hobby. Very cute.
The maze a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, picking up music. Yeah, picking up
And we're through. Nice. Awesome. We are here with the developers and creators of this game, and we were gonna let them kind of talk about the name. As before we watched the video, I already had some questions, so I've already dived into what they want to say. But can you guys, talk about your inspiration or a little bit of the concept and how you guys got into creating this game this month?
Yeah, totally. We were all joking about the mysterious OJTB, and I think what had happened was originally we had an idea for an Osmosis Jones-based game where it was like cells coming together to become one creature, and so we went with Osmosis Jones type beat, and then we ended up playing with the idea, and like eventually it became we want multiple people or creatures or characters to be part of the same whole, and we ended up going with a kind of goofy version of collective power being 3 kids stacked in a trench coat.
Okay, I thought that's what I was seeing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are seeing these slides next to us, but there were a couple characters that we had designed that we weren't able to actually get in the game yet, that Becca had done, which were Link, Lucky, and Lucy, which are 3 siblings. And so basically the premise of the game narratively that we wanted was that you would start off in the mall and you'd be in the clothing section with your parents, which is always boring for every kid in the history of mankind, and that you would want to get up to the toy floor where it was fun and it was popping. And so you would progress through clothing department, then frozen department, and then electronics department, and finally last level you would reach the toys. For this we only finished the first level because it ended up being a lot more than we expected it to be, but everybody did a killer job on what we do have for the first level, and level design and assets from Vel and Matea jumping on and like sourcing all of those, and Vel making the great models for Lucky and Link. Yeah, and so the objective is to just basically get through the maze, and eventually we'll be adding enemies that are like mall security that are trying to get you back to your parents. And so you'll be trying to get around and be quiet and not alert them. So kind of stealth mode while being awkward and stacked in a trench coat with the 3 of the kids.
Okay. I was wondering because I heard the crashing sounds when you ran into this stuff, and I was like, either you're supposed to do that or you're not supposed to do that. So obviously you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cute.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, she is muted.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, you heard me say it too. Like when I was little, I was navigating towards hiding within the racks as a kid myself, so this is a perfect concept I can see in childhood and me wanting to emulate that. So it's super cute. I love the three stack, the trench coat, the physics on the trench coat. That was like my favorite. Immediately I was like, love that, love the physics on that. So cute. I guess I'll ask, like, what was your guys' like biggest challenge that you guys kind of felt like you had to overcome during the process of making this?
Val, you want to take that one?
Yeah, I would kind of just say there were 6 of us and we're all in different time zones. At least 4 of us covered at least the United States. Someone was in MST, me, someone was in CST, PST, EST, someone was in Japan, and I'm not sure where the other person was, but they were like in between that. So time zones was a factor, but then also we were all really busy with other projects. So just time management as a whole and just making things work. But we at least made something, but that would probably be the 2 biggest things I can think of.
Mm.
For
We
sure.
also had a big game engine switch halfway
Yeah.
through the game, so we had most of our like assets and stuff figured out. I had done all the music for all the levels, and then we realized, ooh, maybe we don't want to use Unreal because we're not comfortable over here. So then we switched the whole squad over to Godot in about the last week and shortened it from basically a month-long jam to our regular like week-long jam. But I think we pulled through. It was fun.
Yeah, we had
That's
like
awesome.
9 days left. And we're like, yeah, well, we'll switch engines.
Honestly, that's really impressive to be able to just take it into a new engine and still crank something out. I think that's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
true.
shout out to Myrtle. He did a lot of work in there to make sure it worked properly. And Joshua.
We appreciate our programmers.
Yeah.
Yo, guy, I bow down. I got stuck for like 3 days on just trying to figure out collisions. Those guys are the goats.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
Godot-
glad
Godot'll
to
get ya.
see. Yeah, I'm glad to see like some teams have had some success with making something in Godot during the jam. I'm hoping that we'll see some others that I do remember we're talking about using Godot, and so glad to see folks are using the space to at least try to experiment a little bit, even with the challenges around it. That's what this whole spirit of doing something new as well. So that's awesome.
And I think I heard you guys already touch on stuff that you want to expand on, but like, do you guys plan on taking this further after the jam or developing on it?
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to finish the 3 levels and just like get the assets in there. We have like an ice world level with like pandas and polar bears and then planned, and then the final level being kind of like Tron vibes of just like super neon electronic department. So I think since we already have them designed, it might just be fun to try to finish them and polish it up a little bit. And so we'll see, depending on everybody's like outside projects, how far we can get, but it'd be nice to push it a little further.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we had a lot of things designed, but then we had like the asset list and whatnot. So we just need to dedicate time to it, but it'll be really fun.
Awesome. Well, thank
Heck
you
yeah.
guys for sharing today. Like, the game is awesome. I love hearing about the future plans and what you guys plan on doing. I even love the story with the name. I think that's great. But yeah, we'll let you guys go here. We're gonna get rolling into our next game. But thank you so much, and I hope you guys had fun during this game jam.
Yeah,
Totally.
thank you.
You guys.
Thanks, y'all.